Hey, this is the Rhino for Survival Skills 101. I'm the Steven Seagal of survival skills. I taught Anderson Silva all he knows. Hey, I'm going to show you some ways to keep your firearm in a self-defense situation where you have a gun and the bad guy doesn't. Understand this, you can't necessarily shoot a guy just because you're pointing a weapon at him and he keeps coming at you. He has to do some things to earn getting shot. So what the Rhino is going to do today is he's going to show you some ways to get your firearm back from the grasp of that bad guy. Understand this, there are 4 firearm safety rules that you need to know. The first one, always assume that every gun you pick up is loaded. 2, never point your weapon at anything you're not willing to destroy at that millisecond. 3, keep your finger off the trigger until you're pointed in and ready to fire. Otherwise, it goes straight along the frame. And 4, know your target and what's behind it. All right, let's get going. Hey, before we start, I want to introduce my buddy, the Anaconda. It's a very scary name.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to get started. Talk about some ways to not get your weapon taken from you. This really scares me. This is one of my big fears, is you have your weapon out and you presented it and you're challenging this guy to get back! And he starts to come at you. You can't necessarily shoot the dude. All right, just because he's walking at you and you have your gun out doesn't mean you get to shoot him. All right, he has to pose some kind of threat to you, like he's taking away your gun. The minute he starts grabbing your gun, then you have more of an excuse to be able to fire your weapon. But before that, you can't go shooting him just because he's walking up to you. You have to be able to articulate the reason that you shot him. And we don't want to shoot anybody if we can help it. But anyway, so my partner here, my attacker, first thing he's going to do is I'm here challenging him. He grabs me like this, all right? He's going to get me in a bear hug. He hasn't quite got my weapon, but he's trying to get my arms. So let's back up and do it one more time. The minute this happens, I'm challenging him. He's coming at me. I want to grab my own weapon, the top of my gun, and I'm going to put my elbow right into him right here, all right? If I need to fire, I can still fire. That's not a problem, as opposed to this where he's collecting me here, and I don't want that. I want to be able to put a barrier between him and I. Now I can shoot. Check out how my arm is, where my gun, the barrel is not pointing at anything vital that I have, but it's pointing at him. All right? If I fire twice and he backs off, it's always good to rack the slide. Make sure that nothing happened here where your gun's jammed or malfunctions or anything like that. So tap rack afterwards. So again, he goes to attack you. You're right here and you can shoot. You can start throwing elbows at him in a fanning motion if you had to. Okay, along with putting a wedge in here with your elbow, you can also attack him with your gun. You know, there's been famous stories of Wyatt Earp, who in Dodge City, Kansas, when he was a marshal there, he would say that he would hit more people with his gun than shoot them. And using it as a weapon, as a blunt force object, can be very effective, especially if you don't want to shoot this guy, but you'd like him to back up. So here's what you're going to do. I'm here like this. At any time he's trying to grab me, I can take my weapon and I can jam it right into his face, just like this. My finger goes along the side of my weapon, along the frame, and I'm going to hit him. I like to go for the eye. I'm going to just pop him right in the eye. You can hit him right with the forehead, right in the cheek with your weapon. All right, now some people say, oh, this will take it out of battery. We've been trying this, hitting each other, and it doesn't take it out of battery. If it does, if you hit him and it does take it out of battery, we'll tap and rack it again, okay? Another thing you can do is I'm down like this and he's trying to grab me around the chest. I can sit here and hit him in the groin with my weapon too. And that's pretty painful on him as well, all right? So again, I'm here in the face with this, and then I'm coming up and hitting him like this. Now, some people will go, well, why don't you hit him like this and hit him on the top of the head? Well, first of all, I don't like that idea because I don't want to damage the magazine that I have. Also, look at where the barrel of my gun is pointed. I don't know, it's pointed somewhere out there, and I don't want to have it accidentally go off and shoot somebody 2 blocks away or 20 feet away. So try to stay away from hitting him on the top or hitting on the side where your barrel is pointed somewhere. So again, look, it's pointed straight at him, so if it goes off, he's going to get it here, and here it's pointed at the ground. I'm keeping my finger straight the whole time. So I'm right in here, he's trying to get me, jam right in the face, right in the groin. Alright, now we're going to talk about what happens if he actually grabs your weapon. Beforehand, he was grabbing onto your body trying to tackle you. This time he grabs onto your weapon. This can be very dangerous. Now you can shoot this guy right here. So if he's grabbing onto your weapon, you can shoot this guy. But maybe you don't want to shoot him. Maybe you want him just to let go, and we're not there yet. Alright? So I don't want to hear on YouTube, oh, you could just shoot that guy. Well, sometimes shooting him might not be the best option for you, because there's a whole lot of legal problems if you have to shoot a guy. So maybe I just want him to let go of my weapon. Well, here's a really awesome way for him to let go. My finger, I try to get it off the trigger if I can. Hey, that's the way it is. It might be in trigger guard. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull towards me. I come up to the side and I jam this forward and make him let go. So again, he's grabbing onto it. I pull, come up. He gets hit in the face and I pull that out. I'm going to do it on this side so you can see it a little better. I'll do it in slow motion. So again, this comes to me. It comes up to the side right here. He's not strong at this angle. I punch him in the face with the weapon and pull it out of there. Now if I can do that and not shoot the guy, I like that option a lot better. So again, one more time. He's nice and tight. I'm right here. I get tight to my body. I bring it up to the side. I punch out right to his face, and then I yank it back really hard, having him let go. Alright, at any time I could kick him, I can strike him, or I could shoot him, but I need to get him to let go of my weapon, and this is a surefire way to do it. As opposed to hitting him here, and now I have one of my hands, and he's got two. I don't like that idea. So coming up to the side, punching back, that's good. Now I can strike him if I need to, but I just don't want my hand to go in front of the barrel. The next thing we're going to do is, if I can't do that, if it's not going to happen, he's just too strong, or he's pulling and he's taking off, all I'm going to do from right here is I'm just going to sit down. Watch the muzzle of my weapon. It points right at him. My feet come up. Now I can fire if I absolutely had to. Alright, one more time. He grabs my weapon. He's fighting me. I could get him here. But look, it's out. Let's do this. Anaconda right off to the side right here. Look, he's not letting me shoot him. So all I do is I just sit down and look at the barrel. It points right at him. And now I can finish him if I absolutely had to. Alright, that's how you keep your weapon when someone tries to take it away from you. For Survival Skills 101, I'm the Rhino. Are you prepared to look forward?